Hey you guys, welcome to my channel. Welcome to another episode of this Piscean Reports. How's everybody doing? Hopefully you guys are having a beautiful afternoon. For those of you new to my channel, welcome aboard. For those of you who are returning, welcome back you guys, welcome back. Okay, so feeling good about today's reading today. Let's see. Before I say that, do I? Oh, no. I heard the cicadas earlier, and I was saying off camera that you can always tell when when summer is coming to an end, because the cicadas start earlier and earlier in the evening going into the afternoon. I just heard it, and I was hoping they would do it again so I can go see. But anyway, let's get to the message for today. I posed this question to Spirit. I didn't want to do love. I didn't want to do necessarily career per se. I just wanted them to give me some messages. I said, give me something, that you guys can connect with, that's a message that would really help you at this time. Okay, and they gave me it, and I'm so thankful. Thank you, you guys. They are fabulous. Okay, so we are going to start with the Money Tree Career Oracles. Do I want to say that? Hang on, let me see something before I do. Yeah, we'll go ahead. It wasn't necessarily my desire to do career, but the Money Tree, the cards are so beautiful and the messages are so beautiful. I was like, yeah, let me go with that. So your first card, you have this beautiful card of Fig Abundance. Look at this, how pretty, right? Oops, let me go right there. Fig Abundance, very nice. And the message with this one, the overall, I'll just give you guys the overall message with this card. The message for this card is for you guys, especially in this economy. And this is why I'm so thankful and so grateful that they gave me the cards that they gave me for you guys today, because it deals with the economy, the way things are right now. Everybody is feeling, that financial pinch. They're feeling the struggle. A lot of things have changed within the government systems. Some of the systems and things have changed in the U.S. And so, you've got a lot of people who are kind of responding to that and not, we'll just say they're not, they're responding to it. We'll just keep it like that. And so the overall message with this card is to develop. This is a time for you guys to kind of figure out what it is that you can do. It's the card that talks about developing multiple streams of income. You may, for some of you, you might say, you know what, I just want to get a second job, but I'm just going to kind of offer this suggestion up before you do that, because sometimes, if I've learned nothing else, is that everything happens for a reason. I'm going to give you guys a quick example. I was working at this hotel for a lot of years, I think like 12 years. And toward the end, I was working because I had my house, and I was doing, I learned how to do faux stained glass. There was a company, Gallery Glass, that had faux stain, medium. And it's fabulous. It looks just like the real deal. And so I did that, and I ended up getting, going to the thrift store, and I would buy plain glass windows, and I would do this faux stained glass treatment on it. And I would take pictures of it, and I took a couple to work, and people were saying to me, you know what, you missed your calling. You missed your calling. Like, this is what you should have been doing. And when they said that to me, there was a lot of days where I just sat there and I really internalized that, like, damn, did I miss my calling, you know? And maybe I should have. And I was feeling some type of way about it. And I said, man, if I could do that full time, because I love doing it. And this was faux. So I said, I would love it. If I could do that in real life, I would love it. That would be like, because I got so much joy from it. And then the universe heard literally heard my thoughts and my desires, and they set up a situation where I ended up losing my job. And when I tell you, this was no accident. I had a what car was that? That wasn't a BMW. Was it a it was my guy friend's car. It was a luxury car. We'll say that. It was a luxury car. And there's no way. This car ran fine for the longest time. And then right when I started thinking that and feeling that, one day the car broke down. And I had to now take the bus to get to work, but because I hadn't taken the bus in years, I wasn't very good at it. And like the first 2 times I was late for work, and they had a policy, very strong policy there, where if you are late 3 times in a row, you get automatically suspended pending termination. But everybody there knew what time it is. Pending termination literally meant you're going to be terminated. So sure as anything, I was late the first 2 times. I said, I'm going to be on time. I'm going to be on time. And I did everything I could, right? That moment came where I ended up, ultimately, we'll just say this, I ended up I was at the bus stop and I was on time, right? And I realized I had forgot my work shoes, and I was like, damn it. And I literally had like 2 minutes. The bus stop is right across the street from my apartment. I'm thinking I can run in real fast, grab my shoes, and run out. And sure as anything, by the time I got to the door to run across the street, the bus went by. And in that moment, I knew I was done. But ultimately, like I said, everything happens for a reason, you know? And ultimately, bottom line, long story short, I did end up, ultimately getting into it, and I loved it. I ended up went from doing faux stained glass to the real deal, and it was a joy, and I made money at it. You know what I mean? So this is what I'm saying. My advice to you guys is, if there's anything that you've been thinking about doing, and you would say in a perfect world, man, if the opportunity ever presented itself, I would do this. You know what I mean? This message from Spirit, diversity, income, and multiple streams of wealth. I think that this is that message, okay, for you guys. This is your message from Spirit that you might want to consider before you absolutely can go out and get a second job, that, but if it is at all possible, I would consider it. I would say, man, I got, if you got fired, if you got laid off, if you got, whatever, everything happens for a reason. Sometimes things are a lesson. Maybe you may have taken advantage of a really great paying job. I mentioned in a video, and I didn't end up uploading it. I'm kind of debating on it. About Anton Daniels, who this YouTuber, not YouTuber, I'm sorry, this YouTuber, and he was telling a story about how he had a great paying job, and then somebody talked him into going out and kicking in, and forsaking the job, and you can get away with it. Just do, you fake your doctor's statement, and he did that, and ultimately he got caught and he got let go, and this was his lesson. But ultimately, look at where he is today. Everything happens for a reason. Things happen. I think he ended up getting another job, obviously, and he's doing very well. But he also has his channel, and it's 800,000 strong. And so I don't know if he's ever ended up quitting the other job, or if he has it or what. But bottom line is, everything happens for a reason. Things happen, So those of you who are in that financial pinch, if you are struggling at this time, really take that into consideration sometimes. Instead of getting mad at the job, really take it from that higher perspective. Okay, this happened. It happened for a reason. Now what? You know, may have you been wishing to do something else? Have you been wanting to do something else? Did you want a better paying job? But because you work this job and has so many hours, you were not able to do it. And now you've got the opportunity to try and for this other job, or try for something else, or see what you're good at, and things like that. Everything happens for a reason. And then with this card here, the universe is saying, you know what, this may be a time where you might have your regular job, and then this is a good time to start a little side hustle. What are you good at? You know, that you want to showcase and have everybody see it. You never know what'll happen from that. You know, your second card, you have beach knowledge. Deeper understanding and expertise in your field. Look at this. You've got beach knowledge. The overall message with this lovely card here is that learning is an ongoing process. A lot of people think that, you know, once you've graduated, you're good to go. You know everything, mainly young people, you know, and no shade to you guys, because in the 80s we thought we knew everything too. Clearly we did not, you know what I mean? And so here you guys are now, and you're at that age and that time, and you like, I got this and I know everything and this and the other thing. Some people may have graduated last year and they think they know everything they need to know. Universe is letting you know knowledge is an ongoing thing. Okay, and also the other message with this card is to, if there's something that you're studying, the advice is to keep going. You know, learning is an ongoing process. You know, that's one thing that I am learning myself. You know, now you don't stop learning. You stop learning when you're dead. Okay, I'll just put it like that, point blank. That's when you stop learning, when you're 6 feet under, or if you've been cremated. I don't know, if your little tuchus has been spread out over the ocean somewhere. That's when you stop learning. But yes, I love the message with that. Keep going. You know, that's there. You see, the diversity of income, having more than one stream, multiple streams of income. This may be that opportunity for you to go and learn something. Go take a class on something, you know. Maybe some of you are saying, that's so weird. I was thinking about doing that, and look, here comes the message. Others of you are saying, oh my God, that's crazy. I literally just started doing that, you know. So if you are that person, this is your message. This is your message from Spirit. You are absolutely, because there's the last card here, and I will show you that. The next card you had is teak, strength, T-E-A-K, teak, strength. Okay. And I love it. Thank you, you guys. Thanks. With teak strength, be able to withstand the coming economic shifts. What did I just say? The universe wants you to first of all, I want to say this. I said it in another reading, and I'm going to say it in this one. The overall message from Spirit, from your guides, from your angels. And how beautiful is this card, by the way? So pretty. The overall message here is that, you know, it's like the universe is just saying, you guys, you know, clearly we are in a, you know, economic change. We're on an economic downturn. Well, thank you guys. Economic downturn at this time. Okay. And so sorry you guys, this bra, I don't know what's going on it, you know. Anyway, we're in an economic downturn, and the overall message from Spirit at this time is just giving you that advice. Okay, first and foremost, don't lose your head. Okay, you guys see that there are people out here who have just straight lost it. Okay, running out and stealing and the whole nine, and you know what I mean. And those of you who are on my channel, this is Spirit's message to you guys. Keep your head. First and foremost, keep your head. Second of all, you recognize that we are in this economic time of change at this time. All right. And for those of you, if you've lost your job or if you've got laid off, the message from Spirit is and first and foremost, everything happens for a reason. Second of all, understand, for some of you, this is a time to go back to school, if you are able to, and learn something. The others of you will say, you know what, I'm going to go the other route. There's some, I have always been, contemplating having a channel, but I didn't know, what I want to do and what I want to say. And there's so many other people, and, and I can see you guys saying that. Because I see people every day and I go, oh my God, these people are amazing, but Spirit keeps saying, nope, you have a place in this world just like everybody else, okay? And I'm going to tell you guys the same thing. You've got a place. There is a place and a space on the internet for you as well. There's a place and a space on social media for you as well. You may have some thoughts on something, an opinion on something, and you might want to share it. You may have a talent, you may have a gift. I'm really good at cooking, so I'm going to show people how to cook. I'm really good at singing, so I'm going to sing on my channel. You name it. There's a million things out there. Everybody's everybody likes something. Woodworking and, stained glass. That was how I ended up learning myself. I bought a book on it and I was reading that, and then I came across this gentleman who was showing how to, do stained glass, and between the two, I got everything I need and I got it started, and it ended up, being a really great thing. So, you have a talent, you have a gift, and there's people who are sitting there going, boy, if I could do that. And so that's the universe saying, this is where you come in. Okay, you could show people how you did it, and everybody will come to your channel because you're awesome and you're amazing, and you know what I mean? So, this is that time. Don't lose your head. The overall message is not to lose your head. Okay, this is that time. Connect with the other side. Okay, Father, what am I good at? What could I do if I couldn't do it? Ask your guides, your angels, because I always say, the Most High is a busy man. But you have your guides and your angels. You have a spirit team that is here, but they cannot interfere. They cannot assist you unless you ask for their assistance and then look out. So, get with your spirit team. If for those of you who are not sure what you could do I have a talent? Do I have a skill? What can I do? That type of thing. And the last card here, Bamboo Path. I love it. I love it. You are moving in the right direction. So don't stop. So understand, and I love that. I was like, thank you. That's that, here's that final for these particular cards. Bamboo Path. You're on the right path. Okay, you're probably thinking, oh my God, what am I gonna do? I'm screwed. I'm doomed. Get that energy out of your spirit, out of your mind, out of your, just out of you. Just know you're not doomed. You're not, effed. You're not. Okay. You're good. Everything happens for a reason. All right. If you lost your job, if you got laid off, if there's something, okay, there was probably something that you needed to learn from that, and all right, I have learned my lesson. I won't be this, or I won't do that, or you know what I mean. Now that has happened for some of you, it isn't anything you've done. If you just got laid off, with the economy being the way it is, and people, maybe they're not spending as much money or things like that, and things are happening, and there's all these changes, and so they had to kind of let some people go, and it's like, okay, damn, I hate it was me, so let me figure out what I'm going to do from here. Where do I go? What do I do? But keep your head, get with your guides, get with your angels. Okay, just keep your head. I can't stress enough. Keep your head. Don't lose your head. This is, generations before you have experienced economic downturns, okay? The answer is not always, doing wrong, okay? You can still do right. This is why, some people continue to rise. It's like when you lean into your guides, when you lean into your angels, good things happen. Okay, if you're thinking about doing something foul or something low down, understand that's just the devil. That's the devil. He's seizing an opportunity. Don't let him get to you. Don't let him get to you. I know, I hear you. I know what I could do. I know I could probably be doing this or doing that and running out and doing this and doing the other thing. But no. Everything happened for a reason. I gotta figure this thing out, and this is where you finally decide to give the other side a chance, and then watch things happen. Watch things, miraculous changes happen in your world. Okay? Now, second deck of cards, we have Skywalker Oracle cards. And your first card, yes. And it's crazy that you have both saying that you're on the right path. You have Lunar Reflection. And I love this one. With the overall message with this card, with Lunar Reflection here, is that you are about to be shown the right path. So like I said, everything happens for a reason. You lost something. You lost a job, or you need another job. You need more. Okay? What you had before isn't enough anymore. Now I need some more money. So what do? Some of you are literally going to do the right thing and get with your guides and get with your angels, and the overall message here is you're about to be shown where your right path. What did it say? Yep, you are shown the path. Look at that. You are shown the path. So some of you guys are going to get with your guides and your angels, and you're going to get the answers that you need. And you didn't lose your head, and you didn't lose your mind, and you didn't panic, and you didn't freak out. What was crazy is when that bus went up the street, everything in me should have been, panicked. I didn't have a plan B. I was just, but nothing in me was scared. I believe it or not, I felt relief, because I was like, damn, I'm fired. And sure as anything, I think I took either the next bus or took a ride or something, and I went up there, and the crazy part is it was Christmas Eve. They let me go on Christmas Eve, if you could believe. I went into the office to sit down, and they said, hey, they want to see you, and I knew. And I got up and I went in there and I sat down, and they said, yep, you've been late 3 times, and the standard practice is, I said, I know. I already knew, because I was disillusioned with the whole job anyway. Well, I was pretty much over it. So I said, yeah, I know. I got it. And they said, okay, sign the paper. I signed the paper, and I went home, and I felt relief. And so this is that time for you guys. Don't panic. Everything happens for a reason. You, believe it or not, you are on the right path for you. Everything happens for a reason. You're about to be shown something. You're about to go somewhere. You're about to do something. Okay? And it says you are shown the right path. So somehow, some way, something is going to present itself. I love it. Your second card, you have Ritual Ground. Connect with spirit. What the hell did I just say? What did I just say? Look, connect with spirit. Ritual ground. Ritual ground. Connect. All right? You're about to be shown the right path. Connect with spirit. Everything happens for a reason. Remember that learning is an ongoing process. We never stop learning. You learned everything you need to know at that job. Maybe there's something in that job that, because you've had these years of experience, now you're going to go somewhere else and you'll make more money there. You see what I'm saying? There's no need to freak out. But everything happens when you connect with the other side. Okay? Because there's a lot of people out here who are just not doing that. And it's so sad. They don't have that connection. that connection with spirit. They don't have that connection with the other side. And when you don't have no connection at all, when you're out here and your tail, if we're using Avatar, and your tail ain't connected to nothing, trust and believe the devil will be more than happy to connect with you and take you where he wants you to go. And it ain't no place pretty. It ain't no place pretty. You know, there's so much ugly and so much wrong that can go when you're just out here and you're just floundering. I know that feeling. I know that energy. I know it. That's why I'm telling you guys, this is not the time to lose your head. Instead of walking around out here with your tail not connected with everything, connect. And if you're going to connect with somebody, connect with the Most High. Okay? Never mind. The devil is definitely going to do what he's going to do. He's going to shoot his shot. Okay? But connect with spirit. All right? And I feel like a lot of you guys are. Connect with spirit. You're going to be shown the path. All right? You have the next card, cross the void. Find the potential. Find the potential. You got to cross the void. Okay, connecting, you guys, is so important. Look at this card. Here's this person out here looking for the right way, looking for, their place in the world. I love that. Find the potential. Okay, and then look at, that's what is amazing. It says emptiness, passage. Some of you guys out there, I literally just said this. Is there are people out here who are, they have that, like they said, emptiness. They don't have, you know what I mean? They don't have that connection. They don't have anything to grab onto. They weren't taught it. Most people aren't taught that. When I was growing up, my mother made a point of I asked her that one day, why did you never, put me into Catholicism like you was? And she said, because I wanted you to find your own way. She was forced into that. Okay? And a lot of people are. They're forced into a religion because they did it and their grandparents did it and their parents before them did it. And with Cross the Void, I think that there's a lot of people out here who are feeling so empty. They feel like they have nothing. And when you feel like you have nothing, that's that perfect opportunity for the devil to work your ass. Like, seriously, that is like, you might as well have a big green light on, a big green light around you saying, take me, use me, abuse me. You know what I mean? And that's his opportunity. But this says cross the void. You see this. If you're feeling that emptiness, this is that opportunity to connect. Okay, the other side is, I don't think I can stress enough to you guys that the other side is. And you're looking out here and you're going, are you sure? I don't see anything. It don't look any different, even though I have given you guys a million examples that the Most High is, and that you came here for a reason. Okay, it's easy to get lost. When you're in the world, it's so easy to get lost. But this is that opportunity. The universe is telling you to find that potential that is within you. This is that time. This is that moment to find out who you are. You're about to be shown it, but only if you go to the Most High. Only if you go to your guides and your angels is this going to happen. Otherwise, you'll be just like everybody else out here, completely falling apart. Last card, I'm so in love. The Eye of Heaven. Thank you. The Eye of Heaven, you guys, look at this. Let me scooch that in. They see you. Your guides, your angels, they see you. They're waiting on you. They're just waiting on you. They can't do anything unless you go to them. They can't. We are given that gift of free will. you know. And you could do whatever you want. You can go out here and you can get caught up and get thrown into jail and get into all kind of trouble and you know and do wrong. You can do that. But the message from everything I'm seeing here, I asked Spirit to give me a message for you guys, and they have made it very, very clear that yes, we are in a very difficult time right now financially, and they know that, okay? But they want to help you. They want to help you. The eye of heaven. If this isn't the Most High looking at you, it's your guides, it's your angels, it's your ancestors, it's your mother, it's your father, it's your best friend, your cousins, your somebody that you have on the other side is watching you. They want to help you. Okay? But because we have the gift of free will, if you don't call out and if you don't ask for help, there's nothing they can do. But I feel here that if you're on my channel, if you're seeing this message, this is your message. This is for you. They know. This is crazy times right now. But this ain't nothing new under the sun. We believe it or not, there have been worse financial times in this country, okay? This is nothing. All right? So just, I almost want to say snap out of it. If there's anybody out there who's stressing, snap the fuck out of it. Snap out of it. Turn to the Most High. They're right there, waiting for you. And I think those of you who listen to this, they want you to know if you lost your job, if you're struggling, you will be shown the right way. What did that say? Which one is this one? Yep, you're on the right path. You're going to be... Yep, you will be shown the right path. You're going to be shown the way. Okay, both of these cards say that. But you got to have faith and you got to trust and you got to remain calm and stay focused and stay centered. You know, get connected. Get connected. My life is so much better for having done that, you know. And I want to invite you guys to do the same thing. All you got to do is just get with the other side. And then just watch everything happen. And if you do, for those of you who do, trust and believe. You know, like I said, with the... you've got skills. You've got talents. Some of you are about to use those. You're going to be shown the right direction. You're going to be shown what skills you have, what talents you have, where you're going to go, what you're going to do. Some of you guys are going to get back into learning. Maybe you're going to go to school. I always wanted to do this. This is my opportunity. You know, maybe, you know, nobody wants to go back, you know, to stay with their family and stuff, especially if you've been out. And for some of you, you know, everybody's different. I don't want to get into all of that because I don't know. Everybody's different. I'm not going to sit here and say some of you are going to go back to your parents' house because, you know, maybe you will, maybe you won't. Some of you have a great, you know, connection with family. Some of you don't. If you don't, that's okay. Stay with God. Stay prayed up. Ask, what do I do? Where do I go from here? For all you know, you may need to end up going out of town. You know, maybe your life's path, this is happening to take you where you really want to be, to take you in a city you really would thrive in. You know, and you get there, and not only do you thrive, but you meet somebody that you can love, you know. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there because it's, 33 minutes. You guys know I hate that. I got my 30-minute rule and it's 3 minutes over. But every indication is here is that everything is going to be fine. The universe is very aware that we are in very difficult times. But say to yourself, it's been way worse. Okay, the Depression era, it was way worse. If you're not standing in soup lines, you doing all right. Okay, you're doing all right. Just figure it out. You'll figure it out. You'll figure it out. Okay? And you're going to be just fine. But I'm going to end it with this beautiful card here. The Eye of Heaven. Somebody's watching over you at this time. Somebody sees you and they're there for you. I always say that our loved ones, when they transition to the other side, they have a higher vantage point than you do. They know the best way for you to go. They know what the best thing for you to do. This is why you turn to them and let them guide you. Let them take you to that other side, the better situation. Okay? I'm gonna leave it here. I hope you liked the message. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, because nothing makes me happier and let you guys know it's gonna be okay. Everything is gonna be just fine. Okay, this too shall pass. It'll pass. Okay, we're just transitioning. There's a shift that is taking place. And a lot of people, like I said, because people are, you tend to get comfortable with things being the way they are until they're not. And it's okay, You'll be all right. You guys will be just fine. It's all good. I don't see the shift that's coming as being bad. I really don't. It's just different. Okay? All right, I'm going to go ahead and go. I love you guys. I will see you next time on the next video. You guys take care. Bye-bye.